Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am BorderWise, and welcome back to Which Canoe is the Best Canoe mock tournament. And we are in Fight 5, and we're in the losers bracket, because our first 4 fights was to determine who would end up in the winners fight, and who would end up, well, down here in the mud, and the blood, and the guts. So, quick recap of last time. Over in Fight 4, we have canoe number 5 absolutely destroying canoe number 4. So that's the sloping forward V. Like, these things get horribly named. Absolutely crushing the sloping back V. So we've got basically the second biggest canoe in the tournament, flattening the actual biggest. But now we're over in the losers bracket, and we're going to see some... We're going back to the dawn of time of this mock tournament a little bit, because over here to the left, Team 1, we have Canoe Hull 1, the Staggered slopes, which by the way is called that because of the slope staggering on the hull, which was eliminated in the very first fight. The diamond shape literally ran rings around these and just essentially outmaneuvered them, dodged all the cram shots, dodged all the mortars, and then just kind of crushed them. And then over here we have the gentle slopes, which is similar to the diamond shape, except more gently sloping, which is the smallest canoe in the whole tournament. And let me just show you right there. Also has the least firepower, I think. It has even less mortars than the diamond shape, but it's small and nimble and plucky. And so we will see whether this is a rematch, or rather a repeat of the very first matchup, because we've got 2 somewhat big canoes versus 3 considerably smaller canoes. So, let us have a go and see what happens. So immediately, fight is starting pretty predictably with the smaller canoes moving considerably faster. It looks like one of the number 1s has been hit right in the mortars by the looks of it. Or not, just barely missed him. So now they're moving around. The hull number 3s, they're definitely going to be dodging a lot of mortars. Oh boy, yeah, this is actually a bit of a repeat of the first matchup, because let's see, most of those mortars missed. What did this do? That looked painful, whatever it was. Yeah, that took out an ammo compartment by the looks of it. Let's see, is that going to do anything? Nope. So yeah, our slightly bigger canoes are not going to do well by the looks of it. Yeah, unless this mortar... Nope, that mortar volley missed entirely. And the number 3s are doing a grand old job of splitting fire. Yeah, just being small is actually a decent defense against crams, because it means they're way less likely to hit ya. Team 1 is not doing so well. This it's very much looking like... Whoops, that looked painful over there. We've got a 2-on-1 that's going to happen. And like, yeah, the canoe, the staggered slopes are just, they're missing consistent. That looks like it's... Nope, that missed just barely. So we've got a duel happening over there in the distance. But over here, we've got a 2-on-1, which is not going to be very good. Not very good at all for the staggered slopes. I think that main cram on this guy over here is not doing very well. Looks like that got a hit. I do kind of hate it when they split up like this, because that... Oh, that's bad. Yeah, I think that main cram is damaged, because it looks like it's not doing as much as it should. Oh dear, that looks bad. Yeah, being big and not very maneuverable, as I've said before in previous matches, not a super good idea in a cram fight. Yeah, that's bad. That's all very bad. And generally every canoe in this tournament has kind of weak deck armor, so... Yeah, it's not looking good. It's not looking good for Team 1. But if they can land a lucky shot and essentially just... Well, something like that, actually. Yeah, I think that main cram is, definitely damaged. Alright. Well, it's definitely damaged now. Let's have a look. Let's have a look-see. Yeah, that's a damaged cram. And yeah, it's, got a nice big chunk ripped out of it. Yeah, so that's not looking very well. What's happening over there with the duel? Alright, we're gonna leave these two beating each other up a little bit. Yeah, hole number 3s are holding onto their health quite nicely. Yeah, that's this guy can basically not fight back, so let's go way over here. Why are you firing all the way over there? I think I might have the AI on these things set to prioritize block count. So this guy over here, let's see, what's your health at? 90%. Alright, so you have the most health, so now you've basically tricked one of the number 3s way over there into basically wasting their shots at you. That's interesting tactic. Uh-oh. What's this? Oh, this guy's disabled. This duel is not going to go very well. This might last a hot second, or not. The mortars would be really cool if they could actually hit things, but quite often they can't. Actually, I was playing around with Onyx Watchcraft the other day. Short-range mortars might actually be kind of a good idea, because they're just way more likely to hit something. Let's see, is this gonna happen? Looks like this is not gonna be exciting over here. Let's go way back over there. Actually, wow, somebody's been hit right in the material storage by the looks of it. Like the second staggered slope has very low material storage, so I think that's, well, the one we were just looking at, actually. Yeah, so this fight over here is not going to go very well. Yeah, I believe a commenter once said that, and for the record, I know that mortars in a general meta sense are not very good. They're just like a really more specialized version of regular crams. But yeah, an alternative to mortars which apparently works a bit better is just basically have vertical launch, essentially rocket-propelled bombs, but guided bombs. So you basically fling a missile. Whee! That shell bounced. You basically fling a missile straight up in the air with a guidance delay on it, and then it kind of arcs and then just kind of lands. And, well, not lands, it kind of glides towards the target and is like a mortar, but it's much more accurate and has a lot more power. Ye gods, guys, you have got to start getting your eye in a little bit. Uh-oh. Well, that's one way to spare your propulsion, is just have it spread out a little bit. Let's see here. I hate how this keeps happening. Hate how that keeps happening too. Why does the... I really hate how if you bring up the tactical view, sometimes it shows... sometimes it shows the thing, and sometimes it doesn't. Maybe it's got something to do with Rambot, and how far away Rambot is. It's interesting, the gentle slopes are actually having a bit of trouble. I was just waiting for that to land. They're actually having a little bit of trouble. Oh! They're having a bit of trouble landing shots on the... Well, I said that. There go the engines. Or at least some of the engines. Yeah, so the engine compartment in pretty much all these canoes is not particularly well... Oh my word, that looked painful. That looked extraordinarily painful, and this also looks painful. Never mind, that looks like a whiff. That looks painful, though. See, when mortars hit, they're incredibly satisfying and, like, very effective. It's just that they don't do that very often. Never... Well, wow, I jinxed myself. And this is why a double layer of metal is a good idea. And that might be... Nope, it's not AI dead. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. That's not working. Well, this guy is pretty much finished, so... Wonder what's happening with... Jeez. How far away is the other... What? Way over there. Let's just see what happens over here. Well, nothing's gonna happen over here. This guy is going to die. Right. So I'm gonna leave you lot over there. Or maybe we can just watch mortars do their thing. This guy's gonna get his propulsion and entire stern blown off by the looks of it. Yeah, this is very similar to the first matchup, except I think, if I remember correctly, it's been a while since I've looked at the diamond shape. The diamond shape has slightly more mortars, which is probably why it went faster. The match timing, I mean. Because the gentle slopes, being the tiniest canoe in this whole canoe setup, yeah, they don't have quite as much Daka. But the Daka they do have, they used a brutal effectiveness because they just blew that off completely. Right, so that guy is very, very dead. Now let's just wait for him to start despawning. And now we're going to go off and... Actually, let's just wait for this thing to despawn, just for funsies. And gone. And now we get to go all the way... Where'd you go? All the way over here. And yeah, this fight's pretty much over, by the way, because the very last canoe, hull number 1, is basically run out of materials, and I'm not sure if the if the gentle slopes who are a long way away can get over here in time to make a difference. So what happened over here was just a great big stalemate. So this guy's still shooting, but almost... See, and now... It is to do with Rambot's distance, I think. So over here, this guy is going to run out of materials. And I think there's a despawn timer that activates when you're out of materials. Nope. No, it isn't. You're just going to get immobilized, and then your counterpart over there, let's see, 95% health, mortars are still good. Yeah, so now what's going to happen is that the mortars are going to have an absolutely wonderful time just picking off a stationary target that isn't shooting back. So I think I might speed this up because there's literally no way that this guy can get the win now. I could just call it, but by gum, this whole mock tournament is so we can see canoes getting blown up. And this is a golden opportunity to get a sweet-ass thumbnail. So, speeding up time now. Well, blow me down. The time limit thing actually worked. So, team number 2, I actually forgot there was a time limit because it failed last time. But this time it didn't. So, yeah, that's pretty much a resounding win for team number 2. There's not one of them dropped below 90% health, and the Staggered slopes have lost miserably. So, it is time for the rematch. And let's go over here, just compare the material storage. So the gentle slopes do have a slight material advantage, but only by about 6,000 materials, or 5,000 rather, so it's not a big one. And let's do that again. Let's see what happens. The Staggered slopes are not doing very well. It's really the whole slope staggering thing was something I did. I started doing more for aesthetics than anything else, and it's showing actually because they've probably done the worst out of any canoe so far in the tournament. Because they're in that awkward spot that From the Depths craft can sometimes be, in that they're too big to dodge things well, and they're too small to kind of take shots really well. So yeah, they're like they're big and not maneuverable, and well, they get run around by other things. But we'll have to see. Other good hits. Well, actually, not bad hits. Like blood has been drawn on both sides. But looks like, let's see here, yep, that turret is tracking, the mortars are tracking, it looks like we're splitting up and doing a 2-on-1, doing a 2-on-1 over there, and we're going to have a duel over here, as per last time, and mortars missing horribly, and yep, they're going to split up. Next time I run a tournament, be it a mock one or a real one, I think I might not allow basically teams. Oh yes, that is what we like to see. I mean, you know, that was right in the turret. You can't get a better shot than that. That turret is very weak now. That shot missed horribly. And the mortars are going to start getting their eyes in any second now. Yep, by the looks of it. Not quite yet. I mean, Staggered Slopes are dodging shots more often than the first match, I think. So those two are going to go off and have a... Oh no, they've swapped. They have swapped. What is that shell going to do? That looked very painful. When the game lags slightly, that's when you know. That's when you know something's good. Looks like this little fella is still trundling on quite nicely. Actually, I think 34 meters per second. Yeah, that is an advantage. Being slightly faster, that helps you dodge crams just that little bit better. Just that little bit. I think next time I try doing... Oopsie daisy. Yeah, that cram is pretty much disabled. Because that's gonna be foiled by the whatchamacallit, the failsafe, and tickle its butt a bit. Mortars are fun. Alright, so now we've got a flanking maneuver going over there. Those two are off doing tete-a-tete. Whoa, okay, that... Hold on a minute. Something dramatic just happened over there. I think a turret got shot off. Yes, that's exactly what happened. Wow. The gentle slopes are not going quietly into the night. In their first matchup, they did get clobbered by like a big, mean, mighty unclean sloping back V. But I think the whole case of 3-on-1, like it's very much like what do you call it? Like 2-on-1 might I don't know. I can't do math. But yeah, so far, whenever we had 3-on-1 with anything, like the team of 3 has tended to win. It's just because, like, that automatically means that the fire gets split, and you get two craft bullying just one, and then that one craft is pretty much dead, and then yeah. Not sure where that thought was going, but yeah, this is interesting. They're sticking together a little bit better. That looks like... Yep, that was looked like it was right on the turret. Pretty sweet mortar volley right there. Kablooey. And not quite. So yeah, once again, we've pretty much just got one main gun left because the mortars on the Staggered Slopes have real trouble hitting the gentle slopes. Because they're too small and nippy and do stuff. Although, are you moving? Yep, he's moving. So now we're gonna stick with this fella and see how well he does. And not great by the looks of it. Now switching targets. I do like how this looks though. It's just unfortunate that the performance is not very good. The embarrassing thing is that this is by far the Canoe pattern, I guess, that I've used most often. And quite frankly, not very good. Oh, lordy. That wasn't AI dead, but that was painful by the looks of it. Uh-oh. Why does the game do this? Stop lagging. No one likes to see the lag. Oh no. If you beat yourself now, that's going to be impressive. Just so everyone knows, this is where we are on the map. Probably in future tournaments we should probably stick, well, either load up a custom map that's like got no land on it at all, or just put us right out in the middle of the ocean over there, just so we don't get dudes running into the land. Dudes or dudettes or shipettes or ship dudes. Is anyone doing ship dudes? Like, I know ship girls are a thing, because apparently anime fans just have to, like, turn everything into a cute anime girl. Is anyone doing, like, ship dudes or ship bros? It's just, gone against the grain a little bit, and they're just drawn ships as, like, bros, dudes, men. I'm curious, like, someone has got to have tried that, right? Alright, so now we're weaving it. This is interesting. This is a change of scenery. Listen, we're not weaving in between islands, pretty much ever. Is that going to hit? No, it is not. Wow. Now be aware, avast, ahoy, there is an island and you are going straight for it. If the Staggered Slopes actually manage to pull out a win just by tricking these guys into... Wait a minute. It's not gonna pop... Oh, 85%. What happened to you? They might actually do it, because the health is way more even than last time. Yeah, okay, so main gun is somewhat disabled, engine's been damaged, ammo compartment's gone. Let's see here. Yeah, ammo compartment, you're about to run out of materials, but then way over there. Wait a minute, are you the... 85%? You're 72%. What happened to you? Did you run into... Whoa! How did this happen? There must have been a freaking miracle shot. Did this guy shoot himself? What the hell? What is going on? This matchup's crazy. Wow, the other... Let's actually just go quickly check over here at the other... Well, no, well, we know what's happening. They're getting bodied a bit. Did this dude mortar that off? Like, I'm so sorry, ladies and gentlemen. People, like, I can't aim the camera everywhere at once, unfortunately. This is why, like, squadron tournaments are a bit of a problem. But it looks like what's gonna happen is that we're going to get our first idiot running aground. And that's why this is a mock tournament. So, yeah, you're gonna run aground and die. So there's not gonna be a round 3. Yeah, that's bad. I'm trying to remember if I've got reverse enabled on this. I suspect not. Yeah, that's not good. I will go as far as to say that's bad. Yeah, this is not the best showing from the Staggered Slopes. Not the best showing at all. They actually did better this round, I think, but yeah, so now the mortars are just gonna... They're just gonna... Oh, but if you two collide now, that is gonna be the freaking... If everybody just ends up colliding around the island, oh my word, you actually are. You're either... Yep, you're gonna hug. No, you're not. Well done. And by the sound of it, mortars are landing right here. Well, this is why it's a very good idea to have maneuverable ships. Because if they don't maneuver well, uncomfortable things like islands are a thing. You know what's a good tournament idea? Just an amphibious tournament, like Coastal Bash or something like that. We're just, you know, you get two vehicles and they start on the beach, and they could go either into the water or on the land. And you just, from there, you see who wins, you see who survives on the land, you see who survives... Is that thing added? Nope. And yeah, it's like, I think that'd be a good idea. Mostly because, myself and a lot of people, actually, we don't make enough amphibious tanks, or amphibious canoes. We don't make enough cananks. That is not... excuse me. That's not AI dead, but my goodness, another mortar volley like that is like, that's probably gonna happen. Actually, that's a good weapon combination, perhaps, is just have something like, probably an advanced cannon, let's be honest, that just aims for the engines of something, and just, oh, hello, don't collide now, don't do hugs, there we go. And that looked extraordinarily painful. How are you still firing? Wow. Anyway, wow, this is just a mortar fight, really. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so you just have something like an advanced cannon or a piercing particle cannon, and you just have it aim for the hot blocks, which usually means engines. Wow, the game could not handle how much that mortar volley hurt. Yep, that's AI dead. Now you're sliding back. Whoa-oh. No hugs now. So now you are disintegrating, and the last staggered slope is probably going to die very shortly. I don't think that guy's going to run into land. Because let's face it, most of its guns are missing. And it's moving quite slowly. Let's see here. How fast are you going? 10 meters per second? Yeah, mortars will kill you. And they don't even have to kill you because AI dead. So, once again, Staggered Slopes has been most cruelly beaten up and bullied by smaller canoes. Like, I swear I did not plan this. It's just so happened so both the diamond shape and the gentle slopes, they're very similar in being small canoes, and the Staggered Slopes just got their ass handed to them, which means Staggered Slopes are the first craft in the tournament to be eliminated, which means they have been deemed unworthy. They are probably the worst canoe, because they've won 0 out of 2 matches they've done. So our course is clear. We must nuke them. Whoops. Whoops. Let's load up the actual canoe testing. Team is just a bunch of canooks. And canoe hull 1. And let's go here and start. And where are we? And go. So for those of you who don't know about the canooks, they're canoes, they're nukes, and they fly at things and blow up. And I hope they still work, because I haven't tested them. So, yep, they're just gonna do the wiggly thing. And let's see how you survive. Not well, that's instant AI dead. So, on top of being terrible at fighting off smaller canoes, I mean, technically this is fighting off smaller canoes. Like, no surprise to anybody, did not last very long. 5 canooks are enough to take down 1 staggered slope. So, that is the ceremonious canooking of our first eliminated contestant. Round of applause for the staggered slopes. They were absolutely terrible. So, next time we'll be moving on, and it looks like the gentle slopes will have a chance to claw their way back to the start of the tournament, because they'll be going up against their counterpart, the other small canoe, the diamond shape, and look forward to that. So, thank you all so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Support me on Patreon, or use your membership if you like. It really helps, and there's fun perks in it for you. Thank you to all my current supporters, and I will see you next time in Which Canoe is the Best Canoe mock tournament. See you there, and farewell.